Wow. This game looks really fun, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this game actually looks pretty good. It really does. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but I still wouldn't mind playing it. Yeah, I would say the graphics wasn't perfect. Not saying that it was bad, just not perfect either. But the gameplay was really good, though. And as for the character designs, I will say this. They did a great job making the characters look exactly like how they did in the show. Although, in this game, they look 3D, even though the show is 2D animated. And if I'm not wrong, I think the voice cast from the show came back as their characters for this game.
Yes, they did. At least, most of them did.
Okay, so from what I understand, this game takes place after the events of the first season and before the events of the second season of the show. Yes, and the story involves these ancient statue fragments that the villains were after, and they kidnap Dr. Helena Sandsmark, who is an archaeologist, so they can use her to locate them. Yep, and that's why the team are going on several missions. And their main objective is to find these fragments, rescue Dr. Sandsmark, and stop those villains. And when those fragments combine into one, it becomes a key to awaken an ancient alien creature named Tiamat. And that alien creature is the final boss of the game. And apparently Tiamat is part of a specific kind of mythology where an ancient superhero named Marduk, he had to sacrifice himself to defeat Tiamat. Yeah. And unfortunately, Aquagirl did the same thing towards the end of the game. Yeah. I mean, sure, I don't know Aquagirl that well, but that was a very heroic sacrifice. It sure was. I also like that this game kind of answered my questions about Season 2. About the fact that Aqualad joined Black Manta after figuring out that he was his father, but then it turned out he was undercover all along. And also all the characters that they recruited. Like, when were they recruited? I like that this game explained most of that. Yeah. And they did show how Aqualad found out about Black Manta being his biological father after that one mission involving Black Manta and Aquaman. And as for the characters, there are a few characters in this game that we can unlock somehow. So we can basically say that whatever characters that we unlock, they recruit. I actually think that's pretty smart. Maybe, but there's one problem with that. The character known as Rocket was also a character we can unlock, and she was already recruited in the first season. And even worse, they never explained why she was absent in the second season, let alone the story of this game. Huh. I didn't think about that. And when it comes to the characters, you can play as the original 6 members as well as the characters you can unlock. However, you can only play as 3 characters. And one of those characters is a team leader during missions. And during those missions, at a specific time, you can change characters if you want to. But you cannot change the team leader. The character who is the team leader of a mission has to be on the mission.
And during the cutscenes, during missions, only the team leader has dialogues, which I can understand why, because if they were to give the other characters dialogues, that would be a lot of work, if not too much work. Since, you
One
can
more
change
thing.
characters.
Another
You want
issue I
to.
have with the game is when it comes to the cutscenes. For some reason, many of the sound effects are missing. For instance, when there's an explosion happening, as well as other things, you hear nothing. I think they put more effort into the gameplay than the cutscenes, which is not a bad thing. That is a great thing. That is something they should do. But I think it wouldn't hurt if they also added a little more effort into the cutscenes as well.
But overall, this was a really good game, and a really good follow-up to the first season of the show.
Anyways, I think that'll be it for the review. I'm going to rate this game an 8.7 out of 10. And guys, stay tuned for our next review for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Mutant Nightmare. I'm interested in checking that out. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like. But if you like this channel, please subscribe. See you next time.